I'm Nicole with Guiding Echoes, and have you ever wondered how you can give more accurate readings to someone that you know really well? Every once in a while, our facts and opinions get in the way, so in this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can prevent that, so stay tuned. I'm Nicole with Guiding Echoes, and today our question comes from Janice Hoft, and she asks, how do you read for people you know real well? I have a hard time keeping facts I know about them from influencing my readings. Well, Janice, that is a wonderful question, and it's one that a lot of tarot readers ask at some point during their lives. So many times when we come out of the closet as intuitives or readers, whether it's oracle, tarot, runes, it doesn't matter, we always have those friends who bombard us and are like, can I get a reading? Can I get a reading? And of course, we're more than excited to give them one. But what happens when you already know the intricate details of a question that they're asking you? Well, here's the thing that I think you need to keep in mind. When you go to a doctor and they ask you about the pains that you're feeling in the body or the illness that you're experiencing, it's very important that you remain honest with them, right? In order to get a correct diagnosis, you need to tell the doctor what is happening with your body. If this doctor already knows you and he's familiar with your illnesses and symptoms, he's going to know what to look for in order to give you a correct diagnosis, right? It just goes without saying. It's the same thing with the reading. If you know the facts beforehand, that really gives you an advantage. That allows you to see things in the cards that you normally wouldn't see. And you know what? That's a good thing. So the real challenge is separating the fact, the things that you actually know, the facts about the situation from your opinion. And it's your opinion of things that might make things a little bit cloudy. Before a reading, you want to get very clear about what the facts are. And one of the things that I have found to be very, very helpful in this is to simply ask my guides and angels for direction. I ask them to keep all biased opinions out of my own mind so that as I'm reading the cards, the information that needs to come out will in fact come out. Now, when you are reading for someone you know really well, it's very important that you use a divination tool that you're very close to. The reason for that is that a lot of times we develop a relationship with a certain tool. For example, when it comes to tarot, the deck that I read best with is the Wizard's Tarot and the Steampunk Tarot. So the two of those I read really well with. And the reason I read them very well is because I've had them for longer than I've had my other decks. Like, they've become close friends to me. And so I rarely ever stumble upon the meaning of one of those cards. And I also have keywords that I have for each of those cards so that if I get kind of stumped during a reading, I just kind of go back to my keywords and they help me to kind of open up the meaning of the card a little bit more. So when you're working with a divination tool that you have that type of relationship with, it allows you to keep your opinions from barging into the reading. Because since the divination tool that you're working with is one that you're very familiar with, you know the tone that that divination tool speaks in, right? So if an Ace of Cups comes up, you know what the Ace of Cups means in that deck. You know what it means for you when that card comes up. So if you're throwing a rune and a circle with a line goes through it, you've used this several times so you know what that means, right? So when you're working with the divination tool that you know very well, if it feels like it has its own personality and it's always been very well at communicating things to you, that is the tool that you need to use for your friend. Because your divination tool is going to be able to separate fact and opinions for you and it's going to be able to do the same thing for your friend as well. So having the facts beforehand is not a bad thing. It's having opinions of the situation that can be a problem, because your opinions can be what really kind of levels the reading. It's what makes the reading null and void, because you're allowing your own ideas to penetrate the energy of that reading, so that the message that's supposed to get through may not come through. So if you have any suggestions on this, I would love to hear from you. Like, what is it that you guys do to prevent your own opinions from taking over when doing a reading? How do you prevent the facts and your own feelings from getting in the way of a reading? I'd love to hear from you. You can tell me your comments. You can share your stories and suggestions in the comment section down below. So if you have a question that you would like to ask me about tarot, divination, angels, and really spirituality in in general, you can do that also in the comment section down below, or you can email me at info@guidingechoes.com for more information on readings and to be notified when I release new videos in the future. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.